Welcome everybody to our first audio lesson on the Eumenides by Aeschylus. He was also a soldier who fought in the Battle of Marathon. He's best known as the Shakespeare of antiquity. He won many competitions with his plays. They're presented at festivals in honor of the god Dionysus, and out of his more than 90 writings, only 7 still exist. He's responsible for shaping modern drama by adding dialogue, shifting the focus from the chorus to the actors, and he was one of the first to use a second actor on stage. Aeschylus begins what we consider the classical age, from the 5th century on. The plays were presented as tragic trilogies, also known as goat songs. The chorus at this time began to shrink from 20 or so members down closer to 12, and eventually even whittling down smaller than that. This was the first time people started using masks and costumes, and eventually there became 3 male actors on stage. The Hippocrates was the narrator, and his role shrunk during the classical age from being the narrator and sort of an extra, trying on different masks and costumes, assuming different roles during the play, to really just doing what we know narrators to do nowadays. Alright, so the Eumenides is part of a trilogy called the Oresteia. It's the only surviving trilogy from antiquity, and it focuses on the family curse of all of these wonderful people we're going to get to know in half a second. The 3 plays of the Oresteia are Agamemnon, the Libation Bearers, and the Eumenides. Agamemnon focuses on Clytemnestra murdering her husband, Agamemnon. The Libation Bearers focuses on Orestes murdering his mother, Clytemnestra, and the Eumenides focuses on Orestes' trial and the transition of the Furies into the Eumenides, or the merciful goddesses. So here's how everyone is related. Agamemnon is brother of Menelaus and king of Mycenae. They both went off to fight in the Trojan War. Agamemnon is married to Clytemnestra, and Agamemnon's brother Menelaus is married to Clytemnestra's twin, Helen. Clytemnestra and Helen do not get along, and Clytemnestra also had a side piece, Aegisthus. Clytemnestra is mad at Agamemnon because he killed their daughter, Iphigenia, in order to get favorable winds to sail off to the Trojan War. He received a prophecy that if he did not make a sacrifice, he would arrive just in time for everybody on his side of the war to be slaughtered. So we've got the war in the background, and this family curse has gone back a couple generations. So Orestes is of course son of Agamemnon and Clytemnestra. He planned the death of his mother with his sister Electra, and he was guided into it by the god Apollo. As the Eumenides is opening, he has been a fugitive for a few weeks or a few months, with the Furies haunting him, demanding justice, making his life a living hell. So he gets to the point where he can't stand this anymore, and he goes to the temple of Apollo to await capture and trial. Here we have Apollo, Athena, Orestes, and the Furies. When they were first presented on stage, the Furies scared the original audience so much that they caused fainting and even miscarriages. I think that would be similar to going to the theater today and having live velociraptors come out. I would definitely faint. So Athena, in her wisdom, forms a court of Athenian citizens, has a monologue about the need for the fear of justice, how things should be punished and laid right. And the first person that she calls is Apollo to testify. And Apollo, instead of focusing on the crime at hand, Orestes murdering his mother, focuses on what Clytemnestra did wrong in murdering her husband Agamemnon. So Apollo thinks that it is worse to kill a man than to kill a woman, because men have a more substantial role in society. They're more important. So Orestes, he believes, was right in killing Clytemnestra because he was delivering justice for Clytemnestra murdering Agamemnon. Here are some of the themes present: betrayal, deceit, this curse of murder, cannibalism, horrible things going on, the theology behind what is a sin and what is not a sin, politics, this blood guilt, the arrangement of law and justice and how they interact, old laws versus new laws, how to deal with all this suffering going on, and of course the dichotomy between male and female. So, one of the things that's present throughout all three plays is this imagery of a net. And we're supposed to pay really close attention to it because all of these characters are caught in this net of vengeance and revenge. So along with focusing on this, we should also focus on the fact that the situation takes place over character development. These characters are very flat. They don't learn anything. They don't change in any way. And it's really the setup and the philosophy behind the argument. Should we be punished for what we do? Who's right? Who's wrong? Who's more important, male or female? And one thing we're really supposed to focus on is that all of our behaviors have a significant impact. We are 100% responsible, even if others egg us on. We make the decision at the end of the day to do good or to do evil.